Welcome back, guys. This is tea time, and of course, I'm still here with my girls, Booms and Toby. And that was I Like a Girl in particular by Major Lazer and Jidena.
Don't just say Jidena. Say fine Jidena.
Fine, handsome, cute.
Just call Jidena like that.
Emma Bino, sorry. Fine, handsome.
Yeah, pardoned.
Jidena.
Yes, you have done well.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, guys, so the next story for today is on Nollywood actor and comedian Ayodeji Makun, aka AY, said he is done making effort rather towards reconciling with his long-term industry rival. Now, Basketmouth recalled that the duo have been engaged in a 17-year-old beef, with AY claimed was over an unpaid 30,000 naira debt owed him by Basketmouth, which he later denied, stressing that they were never friends. Now, in an interview, AY, who claimed he has been making effort over the years to reconcile with Basketmouth, said he no longer minds going to his grave with their beef. Now, he said their senior colleagues are aware of his efforts to reconcile with Basketmouth, adding that they told him to, at some point, to stop forcing reconciliation when Basketmouth was proving adamant. Okay, this particular story is really, how will I put it? I don't even know what to say.
They're beginning to drag this thing for too long.
Yeah, they are dragging it for too long. And okay, we have a video.
Watch this interview where you did and you spoke about this. You spoke about this relationship between you and Basketmouth and all of that. So this is what I'm thinking when I'm watching it. I'm thinking, how come as a comedy industry player, I did not know how this detail happened, and I did not know
where, how.
No, look, don't get me wrong. Now, I knew, of course, that you weren't best friends. You know, I mean, not everybody is best friends with everybody in our industry, but as you said in that interview, we all generally get along well, you know. But to have that level of acrimony going on and not to know about it, I was shocked. But this was what came to my mind. Did our bosses also not know about this? And I mean, we don't have a lot of them, a lot of men to whom we look up in the industry, but there are a few. Did they not know about this? Because usually they will know about those types of things.
They knew 100%. They knew. You know, I'm the emotional one who does. I don't really. You see, this thing called enmity is not my thing. I wonder how people go to bed, you know, having someone in mind, and you go and sleep and you're fine, your life goes on. You know, I keep telling people, for any of this to happen, it will be that this guy really hurt you, did something really, really bad, maybe even took your wife. So that would be how bad it will be for me to not think or consider. As long as nobody kill anybody, nobody steal from anybody, it's just a misconception, a misunderstanding, you know, which two grown-up men can just, over a bottle or two, just talk about.
You'll resolve.
Guy, that thing pay me. Oh, guy, the one way you do to pay me. And then you go, you shake your hands, you drink, and then life goes on. You know, people say I don't look my age. I will never look my age because I don't talk things in. I can't keep it there. So I'll be smart, I'll be bright, I'll be everything clean. You from your own vision, what you see. Because everything inside of me is working. There's no animosity, nothing that is dragging me back because I wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, you guys heard it from
in Madam Shade as well. Come on, go and sit down. I see guilty conscience written all over this thing. If you did something or you did not do something, it would determine on how you are prolonging the matter and speaking about it. If I feel like I did not wrong you, if you like, carry the matter on your head and be forming, I don't care, because number one, you don't pay me my bills. You're not the one feeding me. You're not the one taking care of my family. You're not the one taking care of my children. So why do I have to be? You're not even the one giving me jobs anymore. So why do I have to be running after, oh, whether you are talking to me or not? The industry is wide enough for everybody. Day your day, let me day my day. Our shows are not clashing. Even if they clash, you have your fans, I have my fans. See, all these things is long story. And I feel like nobody is coming out to say what is the real deal.
Yeah, they're not telling us what actually happened because they claim 30K on paid debt.
Yeah, 30K is money, is my money, even though. But then I feel like, let it slide. 17
like
years is a long time.
Yeah.
Money shouldn't be like a yardstick.
I mean, okay, fine, maybe
I know it will be
no, maybe, okay, no, maybe then.
My
So
30K.
maybe then 30K was a serious deal to them.
30K
Maybe
is minimum wage now.
But now, at this level that they have gotten to in their careers, I feel this shouldn't be 30K shouldn't be something that is still prolonging this whole field
it's beyond
and this whole
30K.
It's beyond this 30K.
You can't tell me there is nothing else to it. Come out and say what it is and stop playing around people's intelligence and making them feel like, okay, yes, 30K, oh, you collected a job without letting me know you collected. It's the business. If I have a way, if I know that, okay, I have access to someone and you're not even trying to give me the link, if I have a way of getting the link, I will get the link. You don't expect me to wait for you to give me the link. I would die in poverty. I would die in penury. I would not get anywhere. But if I find a way to get the link without you, I will do it. I will not wait for you.
But this thing is just becoming unnecessarily long.
If you believe in yourself, you shouldn't have a problem with me going behind you. If you have, it's just like if I want to collect work from my organ like this now, I go fear because I know say my organ is.
But he probably felt if you come from that angle, he probably felt betrayed that we were supposed to be doing this thing together and then he now went behind my back.
Yeah, betrayal, but then let it go. You found other jobs beyond that. You guys
they actually need to let it go.
Gone big in the industry.
If person born pikin 17 years ago, the person would have almost finished school by now because I mean, why will you be keeping
investing like this now?
And the way that the basketman going is not even saying anything about the whole thing.
He's
always a wider, is always coming out.
That's why I said it feels like guilty conscience.
Remember he had an interview with Niju where he said
they were never friends.
And also, I just feel like there's something AY must have done to Basketmouth too.
Even though they were never friends, but at least you guys
you
guys had something
to do, and also
it's becoming out of hand, becoming too messy.
With this, I just feel that he's trying to, like, all this victim. He's trying to
play
victim card and all that.
But let me not lie. I understand where it's coming from. There are some people that fine. Whatever happened. He has tried to extend the what they call it, the green leaf, whatever it is, bury the hatchet and make amends. And it seems
Proverbs say of life.
And then it seems Basketmouth is not this. And say, you know what? I've done my best. I've done my part. I've tried to, reach out to this person, and he's not budging. Please.
I mean, I hope after this interview,
we don't hear anything about it.
Because if it comes up again, I'll be very upset. I'm tired of hearing.
Friendship is not by force.
It's not by force.
If someone doesn't want to be friends,
you leave it and go.
You can't force
you move on.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next story. In the wake of report of a 26-year-old millionaire killing his girlfriend at his Lagos apartment, OAP Dotun has dished out an advice to parents about gifts from their kids. Now, the media personality stated that parents should normalize rejecting some gifts from their kids. OAP Dotun averted that expensive gifts should be rejected by parents when they can't equate its value with what their children do for a living. He tweeted, "Dear parents, let's normalize rejecting some gifts from our kids. Sometimes when your kids buy you expensive gifts and you can't equate what they do to what they give you, or you don't know how they make their money, you can't reject it. You can reject it, rather. They are still your children and they will be all right." I totally agree with this. This is something that now parents do not care about anything right now. If parents are not even the way parents used to be back then, normally when you bring pencil that they did not buy for you, they will ask you. Bring it back home, they will ask you, where did you get this pencil from?
So have you guys considered the fact that who are the parents of these children? I mean, now looking at things now, Pablo and Escobar, how do they used to say those things? They're having kids now. What do you expect of when their kids start growing up? What do you expect? What advice do you expect them to give their children? Of course, in one way or the other, their children will walk in their footsteps. Not every parent lived a good life, that kind of life that you are always yearning for. Not every parent. We have people that gave birth at a very young age. True, I mean, it wasn't even a pregnancy that they wanted, but one way or the other, they had to keep the child. What kind of advice do you think that kind of mother or father would give to that child? And they'll be expecting, sure, I did it sooner. I did so many things to get money to take care of you. You too, you have gotten to that age, you to start doing things to bring money for us. Let's enjoy our life. And also, sometimes, parents don't even know about these things. How many kids are still living in their parents' house? Everybody don't throw away their children and go.
I still stay with my parents though.
I'm not talking about you.
No, I still stay with my parents.
But the economy has gotten to a place whereby survival of the fittest. Whatever anybody can do to survive, please do it to survive. I mean, I'm not staying with my parents. I can say, oh, I'm working in a so place, or I'm making this amount of money. That's where I get this thing from. They wouldn't know. The fact is, they are eating. They see close to where at their old age they are enjoying themselves. They wouldn't see now. Parents try to do this thing of it's your life. Or if you like, don't live your life. As long as I'm enjoying myself.
But that's not how.
But that's not how it's meant to be.
I just want to eat the fruit of my labor.
See, most of these parents that just tend to close a blind eye because they see their children as their retirement plan.
Yeah,
okay, so that's not how it's meant to be. Yeah, but it's happening. I mean, have you not done some things like recently or anytime and you just feel like this is something that I've said I will never do, but here I am doing it because of a circumstance, because of something that is changing the factor of who you wanted to be, what you wanted to be. Have you not had that experience lately?
Hey, I've had that experience, but even as should I call myself a big girl? Even as a big girl that I am, my mother still checks everything I do. There are some things I can't even do at home. When I go outside, I can do it. Do you get?
So do you see what we're saying now? When you go outside.
Wait. There are some things I can't bring back to the house because my mom would ask, where did you get it? Who gave it to you? Like she wants to know every details because she knows that Oyime does not have any business that she's doing. This is the only thing I'm doing. So where is she getting?
But now you have a job. You're working in the media. You could say you went to a show. You went for a concert. This was a souvenir that they gave. I mean, there's nothing the media isn't doing now. They are giving souvenirs for things. I think I power bank of 35K come out now. Where did you see it? Oh, the event I went for.
So if I take an iOS, like the
device,
the 13 now, I take it home. So do you expect me to tell my parent that
that they gave you at an event?
You work in an office. Oh, it was on a loan. I still have to pay for it.
I
feel
that's what I said. There's levels to these things. Not all parents can be like your parents. Not all parents have. I mean, your parents are odogu now, so they are doing fine on their own. Look at the children of people that are selling bolly or they are selling. Let me even use pepper sellers now because pepper sellers are not really selling. Pepper is expensive now. So the child brings home money for the. Mommy, use this money for your upkeep. Before she even thinks to ask where you got the money from.
I would disagree with that because I know that they are still forget that fine, they might not be well to do. I still believe that they are responsible parents that will still question that where did you get this?
Yeah, they are responsible. But everybody's closing one eye now, and some are closing.
And that is why the society is going upside down, going the way it is, and why most of these kids are just doing whatever it is. And because I said it yesterday that most parents now, your kid comes home with something and just like my child being brought something, and you don't begin to question, wait, this child isn't doing anything that will have or bring money to be able to get this kind.
Glorious child.
Honestly, parents really need to do better because I mean, given the instance of the Pablos and the Escobars that are beginning to have children now, their children are probably going to toe the same line they went to. And see, what we can say, we're going to pray and hope for the best for this.
Do better for yourself. Your parents have done what they can do. As a person, do better for yourself.
I'm going to say that as parents, don't rely on your children.
Will I blame the mother of the girl for what happened? No, I blame the girl. You know who you were dating.
But the mother also knew who she was dating.
Now, from reports, the mother
has lived her life. You as a person,
she just abandoned
would you date a Yahoo boy?
No, why should I date?
Exactly. Everybody knows what they want.
So are you not saying that if the mother actually stood her ground and said, no, I do not want to?
As a child, you have the option to run away from the house and if your parents will disown you, they'll disown. We've seen people do that just because of the material things they want to get. They don't have parents again. They don't have parents as far I get person will born me.
And that's where it comes to the point that as parents, you need to treat your children contentment.
Haven't you seen when a parent is like comparing a child to a fellow child?
And that one said, Dave, but you live your life. Everybody accounts for their life personally. I won't say, oh, because my parents did this and then me too, that's what I must do, or because my parents want me to do something, then I must do that. No, we are all of us, we are not even listening to our parents again, to be very honest. It's because do everything that your parents tell you that you do.
Of course not, but in this situation.
So we shan't now want to blame the parents.
No, we're not blaming. Nobody's blaming.
The fact is just that as a parent, as long as you still have that parental figure in your child, I'm not saying you should force your child to do all. No, just checkmate everything that person is doing. Like whether the person is big enough.
Anyways, in my opinion, do well for yourself so that they will not use you. I know where you work.
All right. Okay. So moving on. Popular Nigerian columnist Azuka Onwoka has said that a man wants to marry his widowed mother-in-law 2 years after the death of his wife. Wow. A man lost his wife after they had 3 children, boys and girl. His wife died at 34 years old. 2 years after, he wants to marry his mother-in-law, who is 57 years old and a widow. He is 46 years old. He says he does not need more children, nor wants to marry an outsider who may isolate and maltreat his children. Some members of their 2 wider families support the idea, while many are against it. Is it right? He wrote. You can call in on 0909-8408-8408 to share your opinion on this particular discussion. So, guys, what do you think?
This is sauce. Very sauce. There's no way you can tell me that something I'm not be going on with that mother-in-law. Because, okay, fine, we know that there's this narrative that, oh, if the wife dies and they marry that person might maltreat your children, but it's not of all the people you now saw in the family. Is the mother-in-law you want to get married? So there's something going on with the
mother-in-law. Oh, okay.
The wife.
I was trying to process. Honestly, I didn't get the story.
His wife that died.
Oh, I was thinking.
Okay.
No, there's nothing wrong with him.
So you actually don't find
Actually,
you don't see anything wrong with
Toby,
it.
there's some culture in Nigeria that, how will I put it? I don't know.
I've heard of some culture that if it was the man that died, the woman marries the brother, or maybe the man can marry the sister. But I've never heard of anybody wanting to marry the mother.
Have you seen the mother? What if the mother is like?
It don't matter much. It didn't
What
matter.
if
It didn't.
No, it matters. But then his explanation is logical. He would rather marry someone that would take care of his children.
What's the assurance? Why? Okay, fine. You want someone that will take care of your children. Carry the children and go and give grandma. Don't marry the woman.
You see?
Why not marry the woman?
So grandma, grandma
Why
does
does
not
he
have,
want to
grandma
marry
on
the
57 does not have a life. She's still young. She's still very young. Okay, why are you saying it is wrong? Is it because it's his wife's mother, or because of the age difference, or what?
No, I don't have anything against the age difference. The fact that it's his wife's mother, it just doesn't sit right with me.
He sees his wife in the woman. So.
Exactly. To me, I don't see anything wrong with it. So if he finds peace, they say is anywhere you find peace you go to. So if he finds peace with his mother-in-law, then he can go ahead with it. He can go ahead with it.
So if God forbid I marry now, I'm not asking what to marry my mother. How we hunt him? I don't know. Maybe.
But the wife is dead.
I say, are we healed?
Okay, your ghost. Too much of African magic. Okay.
I don't know. It just doesn't. If it was the sister, he said maybe the wife had a younger sister or something. He said wanted to marry. I could say maybe.
What if the sister will not do a good job at taking care of them? I mean, look at the bright future.
Just look at it from another perspective.
Look at the picture of he probably saw how the mother-in-law was taking care of the kids after the wife died, and I'm just like, okay, I can't tie you down as grandma to just be taking care of the kids. And besides, I also need a woman. I can't also be living and say, oh, I will not have a woman. I can't marry a young woman because I don't want to have kids again. If I marry an older woman, she might not want to take care of my kids. You are another widowed woman. Too many widowed women in the house.
It sounds so absurd. Getting married to your mother-in-law, actually.
Getting married to your mother-in-law. Mother-in-law, man saw you. He's not sister-in-law. Mother-in-law.
At least it's not under a spell. The people that not do it under a spell, at least it's dead is correct.
That one is different, but maybe their culture says, but to me, it just doesn't sound logical and correct.
So, anyways, my brother, you'll be fine, and God will.
I wish you best of luck.
Best of luck. God will give you
if
direction.
there's love, no problem. Carry on. I give you my go ahead.
And if there's money also too.
Yeah, God will give you direction on whatever you want to pick in life and do. Anyways, but this is where we wrap up, guys. Thank you for watching as always, and thank you for joining. You can join the conversation on social media with the hashtag Tea Time, and remember you can catch up on all our previous episodes, including this very one, on all our exclusive content by subscribing to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. You can also watch Tea Time on R2 TV and in London on Ben Televisions and Star Times channel 308 and DSTV 408. A big thank you goes to my co-anchor Toby and Booms. Thank you guys so much, and to all the production team. I'm talking of my producer Kayode and Mr. Richard and Steven. Yes, thank you very much for punching the buttons. And yes, a very big thank you to everyone who sticked around to watch the show to the end. My name is Uyime Elijah, and I'm out.